How could anyone claim that the Torah is no longer relevant? Just take a look at three seemingly unconnected strands in this week's Sedra. Firstly, the rules governing female captives of war, then the laws of inheritance, followed by the enigma that is the rebellious child. But what's the connection between them? Well, Chazal explain that these diverse topics are in fact interwoven as one message to those who allow their inclinations to govern their actions. You see, in wartime, life is cheap, values are low, and the elated war hero takes his captive. He's lonely and weak and only human, and so the Torah is sympathetic and consents under certain conditions. But it warns, we can't fight the forces of nature, and there will come a time when everything we hold dear will be passed on to those we hold dearest, and there will be consequences. You see, if we make life-changing decisions based solely on outward appearances, then our offspring will be inclined to disobedience and unruly behavior. But why is that? Well, the Torah predicts that the time will come when we will cause our children to inherit that which we possess. And just as we bequeath our material possessions to our progeny, so too will our spiritual legacy live on within them. You see, our children are heirs as much to our wealth as they are to our morals, values, and ideals. And so if we value education, so too will they. If we display respect for authority, so too will they. If we're decent, charitable, hospitable, and embrace our heritage, so too will they. And conversely, if we're shallow, disrespectful, and mean-spirited, then our future generations will have a greater tendency to these negative traits. Now, that's not only of timeless significance, but it's a clear reflection of modern society that promotes permissiveness and superficiality and now reaps its unsavory rewards. Paradoxically, the Gemara states that there never was, nor will there ever be, a truly rebellious child, according to its strict parameters. And so why teach it, we may ask? And the answer is, study it and receive the reward. You see, although it may be impossible to guarantee the outcome, we're enjoined to be particularly careful to ensure that we not only inculcate the highest principles, but we live by them as well. For ultimately, that will be our credit and the best tribute. Good Shabbos.